What is going on, guys? Let's talk about watches today. This is the Tissot Seastar 1000 Powermatic 80. Doesn't that just roll right off of the tongue? Here it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. I figured we'd just start with that. And yeah, let's jump right into it. This is the Tissot. And it's fitting because it came from my good friend Alex at the Watch and Cut channel and my co-host on the EDC Hour, whose last name is Tissot. No relation. But this is actually a really cool watch as we zoom in closer here. That blue gradient dial is just beautiful. One of the greatest things about the Tissot Powermatic 80, that 80 stands for 80 hours of power reserve. With an automatic watch, you wind it, you wear it. As you're wearing it, it's winding itself. You could wear it on your wrist 24/7 for years, and it would never die on you, right? I mean, if it needed service, then that's a different story. But it would just continue to run and run and run. What's good about it with the automatic is it winds itself, right? With a mechanical watch, if you wear it all day or for 2 days, it may die on you because you need to continue to wind it. And you can see that rotor here in the back, that's the part that winds itself. As it's on your wrist, that rotates around in either direction and it winds the watch. So that's the beauty of the automatic. Now, downside of an automatic is they are a little thicker because they need that rotor and some extra mechanisms in the works to make it self-wind. Okay. So they are a little bit thicker. This one comes in at, let me move my notes a little bit over here. This one comes in at 13 millimeters thick, which isn't really that thick. And I've got a couple other examples here to show you. So this is a 43 millimeter case. 49 millimeter lug to lug, 21 millimeter lug width, so you can change the strap. It comes with this rubber strap from Tissot, 13 millimeters thick, flat sapphire crystal. Let me zoom out just a little bit so we can get all of this. Flat sapphire crystal. The movement is the 80.11. It's an in-house movement. 300 meters of water resist and that 8-hour power 80 AD-hour power reserve and a 7.4 millimeter crown with these crown guards, but it's really easy to manipulate that crown. Feels good winding, feels good setting the date and time, and then screws right back in. The crown guards work really well, but they don't get in the way. Ceramic bezel insert. Nice bezel action. I don't typically move my bezels, but if you do, you are going to be satisfied with this one. The loom could be better, and we'll give you a loom shot here in just a minute, but all in all, I really actually do like this watch. So let me do a size comparison here with another 43 millimeter watch. I believe this is actually 43.5, the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean, which has amazing loom with the white dial. And this particular variant has a loomed bezel. The Tissot has just a loom at the 12 o'clock pip, they call it. So there it is next to the 43. This is much thicker, as you can see. And then if we put it up next to a 42 millimeter, which is very kind of similar to this with a rubber strap, you can see a slight difference there. The thickness is very similar on these two. I think the Tissot might be a little bit thicker on this particular comparison. Now, if the Tissot had a deployant clasp, that would be the bee's knees. But it does come with a signed, if it will focus here, a signed buckle. It's kind of interesting how they did the T and the I and the T and the I's in black and the others just normal. I'm not quite sure why that is. For legibility, maybe. I don't know. If you know, leave a comment. Maybe I'm just missing something. You got two floating keepers, which works well. The rubber strap is super comfortable. There is some kind of ribbing underneath to help with sweat, getting air under there and whatnot. So let me hit it with the UV light because it's going to need it. The loom here is not the best, but it's kind of okay. Try to get it as black as I can here. I got my monitors on the other side. The hands are really good, but the indices could have been a lot better. I think it looks really grainy because I'm zoomed in. There we go. That looks way better. I was like, what the hell? So there's a little bit of light in this room right now. It's not completely dark, but you get the idea. And if we kind of show that next to the Seamaster Planet Ocean over here, let me just grab that one out just so you can see the difference. Yeah, so much better loom. So the loom on the Tissot leaves a little bit to be desired. But all in all, the price points are way different. This is $725 on the Tissot website. Now, my AD, where I bought this Planet Ocean, which was about, it was over $5,000. I don't remember the exact price. The list price, I don't remember, is maybe 65. It's over $5,000, right? So my Omega AD is also a Tissot AD, and I'll put a link to their website down below. If you're interested in any Tissot or Omega, they might be able to hook you up at better than the $725 list price on this. Give a call over there to Brian at Creations Fine Jewelers. Their website will be down below. Go check them out. Tell him I sent you. And yeah, he'll do what he can. And they have shipped all around the country to friends of mine. So yeah, go check them out. Anyway, the date down at the 6 o'clock, I could do with a no date. I prefer no date watches if I have my druthers. But all in all, this thing's pretty cool. Alex, thanks for sending this up. It's a brand I've looked at my AD, but not really considered necessarily. So you got some scratches here because Alex wears this, as we all should. The rubber straps fit very nicely into the lugs. All in all, I think this is a great watch for $700. You can't really go wrong. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Please go check out Alex's channel over here in the corner. I would greatly appreciate it.